Hello guys, welcome back here to the Mound Race Series. We're here once again for another jam-packed and exciting race, hopefully today. We're here at the Daytona International Speedway once again for the running of the Pepsi 400. I'm not in the booth today by myself. I have a good friend with me who's going to be here today, and he's a driver here in the series himself, and the man behind the Amp Energy Cup Series. Please welcome the Viagra boy, Shawn Henley. Thanks for joining me.
Whoa!
And Shawn's very happy because he's had a lot of snow lately, so he hadn't had to go to school.
Yeet!
He always likes that. And, Shawn, we're in the middle of a pretty crazy little, I guess, points battle going on right now. The guys up at the top of the standings have had some trouble lately, as well as some former winners this season after the announcement of how the points are going to be shuffled and how the chase is going to work out. We got some winners that are outside the top 25 that are not eligible to be in the wild card situation. And then we got some other guys that's trying to get a win. We even saw somebody last week in Kentucky, and Joshua Balkin win a race, and now he's in a good spot to make the chase. I mean, is this going to be a desperation race for these drivers to try to win this race, or what do you think the drivers are looking at today?
Well, I mean, whenever we come to, a racetrack like this, it's always going to be a toss-up. I mean, anyone can win from any position, so it's really just all about luck at this point, really. Especially here at Daytona. This Daytona track is pretty crazy. So a lot of these drivers, maybe some of them will play it conservative, or maybe some of them will try to go balls to the wall. We'll just have to wait and find out.
Yeah, this track Shawn knows very well. He just ran this track, and I was planning on running this track myself, and I watched his race. It was really good, so hoping the same today. We got a couple drivers in the front row with different kind of goals, I guess, at this point in the season. Danny Wells won back at Michigan. He's on the pole for the second time this season. He's in a really good spot as well. He's good in the points. He's 7th, and he's got a win. So Danny's one of these drivers that can say, as long as he doesn't have a disastrous last couple of races before the chase, he could be a lock for the chase this season.
Oh, sorry, Dylan. But something I didn't catch. Are you like doing bonus points for if you win a race going into the chase? I mean, how's that gonna work out?
No,
for wins.
Once the chase starts, do they do that in real life? I don't think they do. I think they just reset everybody and tie everybody, don't they? How they do it now?
I think they did bonus points for wins, but I'm not 100% sure.
I'll have to look into that, and I'll let everybody know next race. I'll look into that, and I think they might have for the first round. I think they did, but that was it. For the first two races, I'll look into that, and I'll announce that next race. Just to clarify that. That's a good point. I'm glad you actually brought that up because I didn't even think about that. I forgot. But that could be also crucial looking at that now. Wins can be very important. Maybe these guys now, like Danny, want to get another win. That's another 3 points. So, I'm
definitely.
Sure that'd be something to look back at now when we watch this.
It'd be big for Dylan Young as well with those 2 wins that he has.
Yep, that is very true. So, not just getting himself in the chase is one thing. That's huge, but getting wins, that can really, cushion yourself and maybe save you from getting eliminated in the first round. So that could be very crucial. Outside of Danny, as we continue on through the top 10, Michael Walton, I remember last season he joined in about this point last season as well as a replacement driver like he did this season. He was the pole sitter from this race last season when he drove for the 43 and RPM, and he started on the front row again. He didn't have a great Daytona last season, maybe looking to try to do something this season. That car ran well this season with Leo Rogers. He finished, I think, 3rd when he was in the car in the Daytona 500. He was working with his brother Jake at the time. So that car knows how to get around here so far this season. And row 2 has a couple of Chevrolets and Cody Lamas, who's desperate for a good run. Talked about already last week's winner, Joshua Balkin. And the 8 car at a track that is very well known for winning at restrictor plate tracks, so that could be key for Joshua.
Oh, yeah. It'll definitely be one of the sleepers, always in that number 8 machine. You always have to watch out for that.
Another winner this season, Sean Galligan, I think it was at Kansas. He starts 5th in the Mobile One Jeremy Mayfield throwback scheme. Randy Carpenter, a winner from 2 weeks ago. There's the last 2 race winners right there in Balkin and Carpenter right there in 4th and 6th. Carpenter,
Illuminati.
Yep. Carpenter, one of the drivers trying to get in the top 30. He got wrecked by his teammate Aaron Reed last week. And Aaron Reed already was a slow car, and it killed Carpenter from having a good run. He ended up making him drop. I think he 35th in points now. Let's see. Ian Dutta was the points leader coming into last week's race. Had problems, ended up dropping to 2nd in points. He starts in the 7th spot. Ryan Acosta will start 8th in the 16 and round out the top 10. Some guy named Shawn Henley starts 9th. I don't know who that is. And Ironically enough.
He must be a jackass.
Yep, and you're talking about Illuminati. The Viagra car starts right next to him. And James Qualls.
Oh, that's a thing?
Mm-hmm. I haven't ran it. I just wanted to run it for a change. Hey, you're not running Viagra for once, so why not? But anyway, and we'll do one more update, I guess. Looking for the points leader, Steven Gonzalez. I always usually check on the points leader. He became the points leader last week after surviving.
Where are you, turd?
There he is.
There he is.
He's in the, that is the,
Florida State colors.
Yeah, the Florida State National Championship car.
We're actually coming up on the national championship here in the next couple of days, so that's kind of ironic as well. So
I guess we'll just see what happens now. We got a lot of drivers looking to get a win today and maybe clinch themselves a spot in the chase, or maybe secure a spot as well as we get ready to go racing here at Daytona for the Pepsi 400.
Yay!
And there's no command, it's just radio chatter.
Jack and House, actually, Jack and House.
Yeah, Jack and House being loud and obnoxious. But anyway, there's a look at your starting lineup to the left of your screen. Again, Danny Wells has been credited with the second pole of the season. Again, I think pole winners are already locked into next season's shootout. And I'm going to make one quick adjustment, and I'll be right back. And we're back. Just want to turn the race up just a little bit more, because I couldn't hear it myself. Let me finish up looking at the order for today's race.
So our voices aren't obnoxiously overtaking the cars?
We'll figure it out. As you can tell, lots of patriotic-looking schemes today. Not all, but most.
America.
Hopefully you enjoy the looks of the cars, but behind the Dodge Charger pace car as usual, we'll be about to go green here for the Pepsi 400 here at Daytona. Shawn will take you guys to the green flag.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the green flag is out. Danny Wells, Michael Walton lead us to the stripe for 24 laps here today at Daytona.
Does this feel like deja vu to you because you just did this race not too long ago? I think it was the exact same laps too.
Yeah. We're just having a whole bunch of eureka moments here.
Yep.
As Danny Wells gets out to a comfortable lead here at the start.
And they're going to go 3 wide and put Cody straight to the middle. Nobody wants to go with that 10 car. Michael Walton has no friends right now. He's dropping straight to the high side. Now he's going to get in line, but that wasn't
maybe he could be playing it safe as well. I mean, you never know. I mean, that's what they do a lot in real life, and they're really starting to bunch up in the back. Everyone have to pay attention to that.
And they're
Holy
getting
cow.
really close right here.
Oh,
Ian Dutta and Shawn Henley. Oh, and there goes Dutta.
Oh,
He's in
there
the
he
wall.
goes. Did he save it?
I think he saved it. He
it?
did.
Oh, my God.
And he saved that. Shawn, what do you have to say after that?
Just pulled a Kyle Busch.
Did he save that shit?
I think he saved that shit.
Red Bell was unlucky in that situation. She had to jam the brakes and completely he's going to lose the draft after that. And there is surprisingly no yellow flag. Okay.
Wow, I mean, that was like right in the middle, right in the front of the pack, too. Right in the middle, pretty much, of the pack. Or not the middle, the front of the pack. And that just kind of screwed everyone up there.
Yeah,
Feels kind of spread out.
Michael Walton's got a lot of damage on the 10 car. He got pancaked. Talk about bad luck once again. Oh, Qualls. Oh, do not do that.
Oh, hey, it's a 6 in the 9 car. Had to bring it up, sorry.
Yeah, I know. It's all good. Michael Walton, though, he got a lot of damage in that oh, my God. You got me thinking 69. I almost said sexuation. My God.
Wonder if that's a real word.
I don't know. It just got made today for sure. As we go back to the front, Sean Galligan is leading the way since he never says he runs up front, but there you go. He won a race, he must have forgot.
Yep, that's a thing. Yeah, that's just, I don't know. I don't really see how that spread the field out this much. I mean, wow.
Yeah, looking back here, Galligan, Lamas, and Danny Wells are a 3-car tandem trying to get away. Shawn Henley, who kind of caused that, I guess, in a way, got out of there unscathed.
It has to be that jackass paint scheme. I mean,
he's 4th now, and Michael Cozy is cozily in 5th. I'm just making up words today, it sounds like.
Yeah, we're just making up puns as it goes.
Carpenter and Acosta about for 6th and 7th here, and then Tony Blazer. Right now at 8th, there's Tim Fiegel, the former winner this season, at 9th, the rookie, and then about 10th between Charles Jackson and Joshua Balkin. Go back a little bit, see what's going on. Again, a lot of
another thing is, with the field being stretched out, you think that some of these drivers might like work with one another to get back up to the front here, form like groups of like 10 or 12 other drivers, and start to work their way up to the front.
I would think they would want to. especially if they want to have a chance to win this race. But again, that actually might have hurt a lot of drivers, that caution not coming out, because, I mean, they're going to have to work hard to get back up there, because I'm looking through the field from,
And
I guess...
there is no pit stops in this race, so...
Nope. Go to the back of this pack. There's Michael Walton off the Pacers Red Bell and Ian Dutta as Danny Wells battles
for the lead.
Yep.
A 3 wide for third.
And looking through the field, it might be doable for everybody to catch back up. 39th place Joshua Mudd was 5.5 seconds back at the line.
Yeah, I mean, if they keep racing like side by side at the front, there's no doubt they're going to catch a bunch back up here within the next couple of laps.
They're already
starting to use the junior line, actually.
Yeah, they really are. Danny Wells is going to go back to the lead. Michael Cozy and
that 23 car's got that hefty inside run that you get here at Daytona. So
he's trying to do something. He's going to get put in the middle. That's what he's going to do. Danny Wells just blocked all 3 lanes of traffic right there. Man,
he's showing off his Daytona skills here. It's pretty impressive. Blocking all 3 lanes of traffic.
He's got a Kevin Harvick car. I guess that's what happens whenever you're the fastest car all season, I guess, in real life as well. It could be like that on a video game.
Woo.
You know, I was thinking about it, though. I mean, Danny, he's been one of the hotter drivers in the series as of late because he's kind of worked his way up in the points quite a bit. He started off the season pretty bad because I know he was down in the 30s in points. Oh, no. Before we say anything, I watched that.
I was back up to 7th after Kentucky, so...
And he won he actually was a winner from Michigan 3 races ago, I believe it was, and then Carpenter up there was the winner from Pocono 2 weeks ago, and Joshua Balkin, last week's winner, Kentucky's right there as well. And the night before that, I don't remember what race was before Michigan. Somewhere.
Yeah, you can see about probably like 15th on backwards. They're just all starting to form a chain here, and they're all starting to just work their way back up to this lead pack.
And let's
you
go
can
back,
see there.
Let's see, back to 39th place with Sky Commons. Now it's 4.9 seconds. So yeah, they're definitely bunched up. But you know, it might not be a bad thing that they're really far back because at this rate, they're going to wreck. I don't know who.
Yeah, I mean, especially here in 3, they always just love to bunch up here for some apparent reason. We don't know why. It's probably because of the AI. But
those cars in the middle cannot be in the spot. Uh-oh.
They are definitely in the death zone there in the middle of the middle lane there. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that as the race progresses on.
Where is Ian Dutta at? He is over here. Oh, he's on in 2. Oh man, they're going to be catching him very soon. Not good for these guys at all. As Charles Jackson was leading, and now he has nobody to help him. His good friend Danny Wells.
Balkin. Kentucky winner, back to the lead here. Like I said, that 8 car is going to be a dark horse to win this race whenever we come to Daytona. So he's up there now.
Let's see where Dutta's speed is. He's 178. These guys are going 200. Oh my goodness, they're getting 3 by 3. I don't like this. Acosta's really riding doors with somebody.
I think they'll keep it together. Yeah, they kept it together that time. So I'm going to give them like 2 more laps, and then probably something will happen. But, you know, we've seen crazier things.
A couple of other drivers have made their way to the front for the first time today. Andreas Allen, a driver is struggling all season long in that 21 car. And then not too long ago was the points leader, Trent Dunham, who has quickly dropped to 10th in points. Talking about somebody, he got his win, but after he won at Thornton, which I think was the race before Michigan, he finished okay, that makes sense now. He finished dead last at Michigan. He got in a wreck on the first couple of laps, and then it's just been downhill from there for this one team. And probably not happy about seeing that new font, but it's just for this purpose for this race.
And we all know his Daytona luck as well. He hates this track with a passion, so maybe he can break through here in the Mountain Dew Racing Series and get a win at Daytona.
His good friend beside him, Tim Walsh, right there. We already know about their history, especially over in your series. Those two going at it for. And the caution flag is out for the first time today. We did have a yellow, and I was wondering where. I guess it happened in the back. I was looking for the pack.
Is it a ghost caution? Is it a ghost debris? We'll have to wait and see. Hey, that rhymed.
I'm worried about them wrecking right here. I think they're good. Let's go back and see what happened. Looking around.
There's some smoke in turn 3. There's Cody and the 17.
Chris Washer, Cody Lamas, Joseph Lombard was involved. Was it only a 3-car incident? There's Galligan. He has some side damage. We might only have a 3-car incident. Huh. How about that?
Very shocking as well. Very, very shocking, especially towards the back of the field where they weren't racing as hectic in the front.
And surprisingly enough, they did not run over each other. I don't know how they didn't do that either. That's going to save Ian Dutta from going a lap down, but it's still slow. But Joseph Lombard, the winner from Dover, he's in trouble. Cody Lamas continues to have bad luck this season. He actually had a solid run last week at Kentucky. And Chris Washer he won back at Martinsville. He's third in points, so that's going to hurt him in the points today. Kind of ironic, but not at the same time, because that 17 car did wreck in this race, and he is gone. Bye-bye. He did this in the actual Daytona race, but Stenhouse did that. And,
there goes Cody as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Cody's out.
Well, I can't really say anything. All the people at that race at Daytona basically wrecked anyway that day. But Tim Walsh is now leading as we're under caution for the first time today. We're going to go back and take a look at what didn't bring out the caution with Ian Dutta and Shawn Henley and I think it was Michael Walton. And then we'll show you guys the wreck that actually brought out the caution for the first time today. Again, we're under caution for the first time today here at Daytona. Let's go back and check out what happened early on in this race. Wow. Well,
so...
Anyway, I was gonna let Shawn. We're actually gonna rewind that because I kind of derped right there. I was gonna let Shawn take you guys to this, so let's try this again.
All right, so here's a look at the replay. Happened on the first lap, so I don't know what these guys were thinking, but it looks like the 42 kind of made a little contact, maybe with the 48, and then the 25 just says, "Well, you're in my way, so I'm just gonna dump you," and that was the case.
Look at the A car. Wow. Oh my gosh. How did Balkan get through that? And Cody Lamas got through. And Michael Walton, I guess the bad luck continues here at Daytona for him. Just wrong place, wrong time. Ooh, Sky Commons. Wow.
I really don't know how that did not spark a huge wreck. Everyone is checking up and just trying to avoid it. And everyone else does a phenomenal job of getting through this.
I'm trying to get a better view and see if there was contact first with the 8 and the 25 that might have started this. I think the 42
I think there you can see there's contact between the 8 and the 25, so I think that's what sparked it. You can see, there.
Joshua
pretty
Balkan,
evident.
wow. He got into Shawn Henley, and that sent him into Ian Dutta. And we already know what's going to happen here to poor Michael Walton. He just riding, and you don't want to see that Energizer right in your door. Ow.
It does not go good with Valvoline and Stanley. Not a good combo.
But then, the other thing I watched back here, Sky Commons almost wiped out. Right there, he got sideswiped. He could have wiped out Cole Daly and Jacob Lawler right there, and somehow he saved it. And
save that shit.
Yeah, that could have been another bad wreck. And after all that, Red Bell was the only person that got kind of held up by that, and it was only basically a 3-car incident. I guess you really only say 2, because it's really only Dutta and Michael Walton that got damaged, but the initial...
I didn't see where the 20... got involved.
Oh, the 20 was in the back, and she had to slow up right here. Everybody was avoiding, and the 42 was right in front of her, and she had to jam the brakes. She had to drop almost down to 100 miles an hour just to avoid it.
But she didn't even hit anything, so that kept her from, putting the car behind the wall.
Yeah, and she doesn't have a win this season either. She's 5th in points, so, I mean, that saved her day big time right there. And it saved her. It saved her from being whatever happened up ahead as well in the actual caution, which we're about to go check out right now. Duh. Now, Lombard swapped lanes right here. He was trying to get around Alex Drayden, and then I think Randy Carpenter's trying to get in line too. They got it situated here. We're not quite sure where this starts. We're just watching. I think he might get help right here from Michael Norman, and he does.
Yep.
And, he's going to be bad luck, Cody.
The bad luck burger for the 48.
And that's where Galligan got his side damage right there. And then, Chris Washer. There were some cars that were straggling behind the draft that lost it. And there is Chris Washer comes plowing in.
That's what ended his day.
Yep, and then Joshua Mudd and Sky Common sneak away. They saved them because they're going to catch up back to the draft and everything. But unfortunately, it looks like Lombard, Llamas, and Washer's days are over. And
even more irony as well, because those 3 cars were involved in an incident in July of this past year in the actual race.
That is true. 17 started a wreck too, ironically.
Mm-hmm. But this happened with the 3.
That almost looks like Johnson's car when he's all smashed up in the front. And I remember Gordon was in it.
Yeah, it does.
Well, that's what brought out the actual caution for the day. We're going to go back now to the actual race finally, as not McLeod, but Tim Walsh is your race leader as we get back for the restart here at Daytona.
Woo!
Yay! And we are back, and we're going to go back to racing here at Daytona on the restart. We are going to have 11 laps to go at the line. 3 cars are out of the race. They were all those involved in the actual caution. Chris Washer, Cody Lamas, and Joseph Lombard are out of today's race. Ian Dunn is still on racetrack along with Michael Walton and Sean Galligan, who were also involved in incidents earlier in the race. Top 10 rundown real quick. Tim Walsh, your leader. James McLeod is second. Trent Dunham third. Cole Daly fourth. Andreas Allen is fifth. Ryan Acosta sixth. James Silverfox for the first time up here in seventh. Joshua Balkin is eighth. Shawn Henley ninth. And Aaron Reed round out the top 10. Well, we've had a crazy start to the race.
Yeah, and I just have an itch in my stomach that I think that we could be setting up for possibly the big one happening anytime soon. If we go back to the green flag on that 14.
11 to go at the line, and Sean had a spaz attack. And Walsh got a good starter. McLeod just didn't get going. I think McLeod didn't get going because everybody just left him.
Yeah, he was sleeping at the line there. Those figures there with McLeod. Sleeps all the time. But anyways.
Looking at the back, those guys are off the pace. Looks like everybody else is basically up to speed.
Hopefully they will not be an issue.
Or those guys.
Because that just ruins the race, honestly.
I don't know why these guys are really far back already right here. I don't know what happened to these guys. I don't know if one of these cars were slow. I don't know.
Might have been because of the 10 car. I'm not 100% sure.
I don't know if Noah Bogg is off the pace or something too. I'm not sure, but they possibly lost the draft again really fast. And we're gonna go cycle through the field to see where you are. As Tim Walsh is still leading the way, trying to block every lane right now as possibly much as he can, I guess. Ooh, right across the front end of Andreas Allen's Wood Brothers Ford.
Yeah, we saw Danny do that a lot earlier, and now Tim Walsh is taking the lessons learned from Danny and using them for himself.
Tim Walsh has been definitely one of the quiet drivers this season. Haven't really talked a lot about him. He's just been up there in points. He's 11th in points. He's been around that area for the last few races now, but we just don't hear a lot about Tim. He hasn't really, made some noise and really dominated races and stuff. He's just been kind of up there consistently running well. Do you think that could be a key to get himself in the chase, or do you really think it could cost him in the end, maybe possibly falling out, maybe not being a wild card?
Well, I mean, we have about 10 laps to go here, so, I mean, he is proclaimed himself as one of the top drivers at Super Speedway, so it would not be a surprise if we could see this 15 car in victory lane at the end of the night.
Got a driver, speaking of victory lane, right behind him that's won this season already, James Silverfox in the Stanley Tool Dodge for Evernham Motorsports. Winner back at Texas. Silverfox is in one of those situations. He was last week. I think he was 25th in points coming into Kentucky. So he was on that last spot to be still eligible for it. And,
right on the bubble. And this could really help him as well. He can gain a few spots, maybe have a wreck happen, have some of the contenders in front of him wreck out, and then gain some position points.
Yeah, he came in today's race 21st in points as Balkin got put in the middle by somebody that really kind of made some enemies last week, including a teammate, Aaron Reed. Got involved in a wreck, came back on the racetrack, and basically LePage, his own teammate, Randy Carpenter, and caused him and Seth Cole to wreck after they were going to have some strong top 10 runs. And both those guys that got involved in the wreck are outside the top 25 in points, in trouble with missing the chase. So Aaron Reed probably needs to gain a lot of people's respect back, or he's going to be the Brad Keselowski of the Mountain Dew Racing Series, it looks like.
Yeah, he's already going back to the inside of the 16 there, and he's to the lead here, getting help from the 47 machine.
He don't want to be the bridesmaid like Kurt Busch was in real life when Eric Almirola won the race. So he wants to get that 41 car to victory lane, and he's another driver who's been really consistent this season. He's 12th in points, just hasn't had the way to get a win this season. Oh my goodness! Oh, there they go, Shelton in the Blazer, and Blazer, there they go. Are they gonna say? Oh my goodness, they didn't. That was it. Wow.
And somehow we avoid catastrophe for the.
Oh no! There they go. Oh. And the second pack caught up and wrecked.
Plowed. The 8 car got plowed there. I don't know.
Noah
I think it was by the 22, but
Noah Boggs just got plowed, or he just plowed the heck out of Joshua Balkin. Sky Commons involved. Tony Blazer got turned by Jessica Shelton. Tim Walsh was the leader on the restart. He got caught up in the wreck after all that. My goodness.
Well, we jinxed you, Tim. Sorry about that.
I don't know who else got involved right there. There's Sky Commons. Jacob Lawler's on the back straightaway. I don't know what happened to the 56 car. Some of these cars are just acting really slow. I don't know what's the deal. But, I don't know.
Second straight time we avoided a massive wreck there in turn 3, and unfortunately for those guys, they were the ones that were taken out in it. So
Aaron Reed's going to be leading now under the second caution of the day, and this is going to set up for probably one last run to the finish, one more dash, and it's going to get interesting. And the car in third place probably made some enemies, just so Jessica Shelton. She stayed out of it unscathed, and now she's third. She's had a lot of bad runs lately, and don't know if that was just a temper flare or what, but That's not one way to
Could've been.
make some friends.
Could have been just a desperation move as well. Like you said, she's been not really been having that many good runs. So
And just like that, the smoke is clearing up after another wreck that took out some contenders today, including the restart leader. Tim Walsh was involved in this wreck. Joshua Balkin, last week's winner, was involved. Noah Boggs, Tony Blazer got turned. Sky Commons got involved. And just a catastrophe from there. Don't know who else was involved, quite honestly, if there was anybody else. But we were under caution for the second time tonight here at Daytona. The Pepsi 400 is going to be concluding very soon, but we're going to go back and check a replay out before we get back to the restart for possibly the last run of the night.
Charles Gay.
Haha. Well, Aaron Reed up ahead was walking the field like he was supposed to. Tony Blazer holding his line, and Jessica Shelton looks like she slid up. Joshua Balkin's just runs into 47. I was going to say Balkin's in the exact same spot he was earlier, but he did not cause this one. Shelton just ran into him.
It looked like the 29 car kind of got a little bit tight there and just wasn't able to turn it correctly or something.
I don't know how they didn't collect any more cars. Look at Silver Fox about
Trent got him. Holy balls. Got lucky.
All the cars straightened up perfectly for everybody to get on by. I don't know how that didn't make a bigger wreck. I mean, right when we said that, like, oh, this wreck is not too bad. Well,
it's about to. Bam! That's a
Noah
nasty
Boggs
lip.
just plowed into the side of that Budweiser Chevrolet. Sky Commons followed him right into it. Don't know if anything up ahead. I was looking right here. Joshua Mudd and Red Bell, they avoided, it looked like. They split right through there. My goodness.
Sean Galligan did a nice job of loading it too on going up high as well.
That was ridiculous right there. I don't know what the 22 was doing right there. I thought they saw that. And I don't know what happened to Jacob Lawler. Is he on pit road? I don't know what happened to that 56 car. Just want to check real quick. He's been behind this entire
I think he
time.
might have been.
Did he pit on the restart? No, he pit on the first lap after. Oh, that's interesting. Something went wrong on the 56. Another driver's had a horrible season. Jacob Lawler, after making the chase and having a great rookie season, he's getting that sophomore slump this season. 28th in points and just makes a pit stop. But the caution saved him from going a lap down, so he's back in contention again. But, man, I guess he's going to be lucky, but there's still a couple more laps to go and a lot more action, I guess, up ahead.
Probably going to have to bank on another wreck happening if he wants to have a chance.
And we'll go back to the restart now as Aaron Reed is the race leader here at Daytona. What is going to happen to end this race?
I don't know.
Uh-oh. Well, we're going to have ourselves a 3-lap shootout. Sean, you called it. And, yeah. It's going to be interesting here now. More cars fell out of the race. They include Noah Boggs, Joshua Balkin, Sky Commons, and Tim Walsh actually took his car to the garage as well. So much for Tim winning this race. Blame Sean.
Oh. But there's, by the looks of it, it's going to be 35 cars here. Well, that are on the lead lap that will have a shot at, the win here. There's obviously going to be some of those cars that are at the back with damage, so.
And I don't know why the pack's facing out so much right there. I just noticed that too.
That's weird.
I think they're getting caught back up now, looking at it. But we got some drivers up the front looking for their first win of the season. We got 3 cars in the top 5 that already won the season, and Dylan Young, Tim Fiegel, and Jessica Shelton. We got the top 2 points, or the top 2 in the field are wanting to win a race. Aaron Reed and Ryan Acosta, and we are green. 3 laps to go.
It'll be the last time you see that green flag waving. If the yellow flag waves again, the race will be over.
Aaron Reed. He was going to stay with Acosta. He has to go to the bottom. Jessica Shelton's getting a huge push from Tim Fiegel and Dylan Young.
That 16 car has no help there. He's going to fall back at least 4 or 5 positions, which really sucks.
And the field got separated again. Is Trent done him off the pace? I don't know if Trent's off the pace or what.
Ooh, he might be, because I don't know. That's weird. That really, he's got some damage, I think.
I don't know.
That's a bummer.
That really cut the field back there as Aaron Reed blocked the bottom and Jessica Shelton got kicked out of line. Tim Fiegel's not going to take second away from her. Here comes Dylan Young, a 2-time winner this season already with help from...
like we mentioned in the pre-race, if he can get that 3rd win, that'd be absolutely huge for him.
He's probably already locked into the chase, but I mean, why not get another win?
Trying to add some insurance.
Yep. And how the looks of this is going right now, it looks like there's only a 10-car battle for the win. Zachary Fitzwater, James McLeod here on the tail end of it. James Qualls is up here. We haven't talked about him in the Viagra machine. That's weird to say. It's not you for once. And James Silver Fox is up here as well. There's 3 James up here in this front pack.
Well, the odds are good that a James is going to go to victory tonight in this race.
What is it? Oh, Silver Fox got put in the middle. That was close. And Aaron Reed still hanging on at the front.
Yeah,
Henley
he's liking.
Uh-oh.
That 41 car is liking what he's seeing here because, they're all just scrambling for positions. So we're going to get the white flag. White flag in the air.
And he's ahead of all people, Shawn Henley, and then he has to block a Viagra car and James Qualls right behind him.
Oh, the irony is just too real right now as they come into turn 1.
Qualls is third. He has his teammate Ryan Acosta right behind him, and the rookie Zachary Fitzwater with his teammate James Silverfox bound for fifth. Henley makes a move.
See? There he goes.
Qualls goes there. He goes a lane lower. 3 wide for the lead.
Oh, this is going to be exciting. Oh, this is going to be so exciting.
Aaron
They go to
Reed.
turn 3.
Who does Acosta go with? They're going to be
Oh,
really
he's
close.
going with his teammate.
Acosta goes with James Qualls, who has not won since season 4. They're coming off the final corner. Henley goes up to get in front of Reed to get a run. I don't think he's going to have enough time. Here comes Acosta to the line. And the checker flag's out, and the Pepsi 400 goes to James Qualls in the Viagra machine for the first time this season. And a Roush car goes to victory lane. James Qualls is back in victory lane for the first time since season 4. He wins the Pepsi 400.
Now that's what I'm talking about right there. If it's not that 25 car in victory lane, that's the other car I want in victory lane.
How about that? And it's pretty ironic. I think it was last season. A Roush car went to victory lane in this race with Tim Frey, like when he drove the DeWalt car for the first time all season. It was a new paint scheme. Came to Daytona, won the race. First time Viagra's been on the 6th car this season, won the race. Illuminati. Let's just continue on with this trend.
We should just rename this race the Illuminati 500 or Illuminati 400 because there's just so many Illuminatis in this race. It's not even funny.
I don't even know what to say, and it still was interesting to see why that second pack got separated, but still had a heck of a finish, and it came down to teammates working together. And I'm trying to think back. I feel like something happened with these Roush cars earlier this season. Now, I don't know if it was Qualls and Acosta, but I remember they had issues. They kept wrecking each other. I don't know. I have to go back and look at that because I remember that. I don't know why. It just randomly came back up early in the season. A couple of Roush cars wrecked each other, and Qualls was one of the cars. I don't remember if it was Acosta or Washer, but if it was Acosta, that's very ironic.
If that was the case, then they just put their differences aside and worked together as a team here tonight and helped James Qualls get in victory lane.
More importantly, might have got a Roush car into the chase for the first time maybe this season, or well, not first time this season, but maybe help them out.
Yeah, since that is his first win, it's also going to help him a lot in the points as well to get him possibly up into the top 10.
He was 23rd in points coming into today's race. He was in the bubble area as well, so this is huge for James Qualls. He was a chaser last season, but he didn't have a win. He got the tiebreaker off Danny Wells for the 10th spot, and
I'd have just added that cushion he needed to make it into the chase for the season.
That could quite be the case right there, and this race is now official now. James Qualls is the winner here today at Daytona. I want to say this is his...
I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad.
I want to say this is his 5th career win. I'm thinking it is his 5th career win. I might go take a look real quick, and we'll be right back. And we are back. Sorry about that. I wanted to go back into the record books to see how many wins Qualls had. That is his 5th career win. So now he's tied for 5th all-time on the wins list. Only 3 behind the all-time winner in James McLeod. So this is huge, and again, first win since season 4. So this is definitely going to help him out. Teammate Ryan Acosta could probably be a big thank for the victory today, even if they had differences before or not. But those two, Roush gets a 1-2 finish, so that's really good for them. Acosta, another driver struggling. He was 30th in points coming into today's race, so this could help him.
That'll definitely help him up, gain probably like 2 or 3 spots at least in the points.
Shawn Henley ends up 3rd today. He was 14th in points. And I've noticed there's been a pattern. He had 6 top 5, 6 top 10s this season. Now it's 7 and 7. It's like he only finishes the top 5, or he's going all for broke. It looks like this season in that car. No top 10s.
Top 5 or bust.
Apparently. So there's another one right there. Zachary Fitzwater came out of nowhere. Great run for him in that 19 car. Highest finishing Dodge in the field. He ends up 4th place, and he's down in points as well. He's 36. So another driver struggling to get a nice run this season. One of his better runs. And the restart leader, unfortunately, did not hang on. He did for all but the last lap. Actually, about the last half of a lap. Got kicked to the high side 3 wide. And he still hung on for a top 5 finish. So Aaron Reed could help him possibly get in the top 10 in points, though, regardless. It might have been a loss in the win column, but at least maybe helped him out in the points-wise and get him in the top 10 after that.
Yeah, I gained a lot of confidence after this race here tonight.
And drove everybody clean today. No issues with anybody, especially teammates today, which is always good. Jessica Shelton was up there. She ends up 6th place. She had needed a rebound race. She ends up 6th. James Silverfox, another Evernham car in the top 10, ends up 7th. Helps him out as well. Dylan Young, good run for him in 8th. He was going for that 3rd win, just couldn't quite get up there and got shuffled right at the end. James McLeod, 9th. He's down in points as well. He is 22nd, so another driver on that bubble area kept himself alive. He ends up 9th. And Tim Fiegel, he is, I'm trying to figure out where he is at in points. He is 17th. He gets a top 10. Jack Richard started dead last today, ends up 11th. Another driver needing a good run today. Trent Dunham, salvaged 12th. Seth Cole, Cole Daly, Michael Cozy, top 15. Pulsar, Danny Wells ends up 16th. Justin Perry, Andreas Allen, Randy Carpenter, Zach Buchanan, your top 20. And don't quite sure know what happened from 11th on back. I don't know if Trent had a slow car or not, because they really didn't. He didn't drop back. Maybe just a checkup or something, and it really slowed everybody up. I'm not quite sure. And
yeah, that was odd. Very, very odd.
So go back through the rest of your field and look around. We really didn't even talk about the points leader today, Steven Gonzalez. I'm just skipping down there. He's 29th. Don't know what happened to him, but nonetheless, not a good run for him.
He kind of had a meh day.
Didn't really talk about him all race. He was just not there. We know what happened to 2nd place in points. Ian Dutta, he ends up 32nd. He after getting involved in like the first wreck of the day that didn't bring out the caution.
He was lucky to even finish the race too with the damage on his car.
Chris Washer, 3rd in points in today's race, finishes dead last after getting involved in that big wreck. Joshua Mudd, we didn't talk about him either. He was in the back the entire race. Look and see where he finished. Where's 88? He ended up 23rd. Mudd just wasn't a factor today either, and he just didn't have the speed today. He ended up 23rd. Red Bell, we saw what happened to her. She ended up 28th. So all the guys up on top of the standings did horrible, I guess, again today. Shelton was the best driver out of all of them. She ended up 6th.
This tells you about the randomness of Daytona. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're 1st or if you're 42nd in points. I mean, it can either be a hit or miss.
Nonetheless, there was another shakeup for the points. But we have another first-time winner this season, another driver trying to punch a ticket into the chase, and that was James Qualls, a veteran here. Been here basically since the beginning. I believe he's been here since season 1 or 2. But it's good to see a veteran that's been here for a while, dedicated to stay, and finally gets a win to pay off and maybe help himself for the chase, maybe for another season here in Season 6. Well, that is it from today here at Daytona. The Pepsi 400 is now closed, and that is it for us. Shawn, I want to thank you for joining us today, and hopefully we can do this again very, very soon.
Yeah, it was actually fun being back in a commentator's booth that isn't mine. So, yeah, it was a pleasure to be here, and hopefully, like you said, you can do it again someday.
And until next time, I'm Dylan, he's Shawn. Thank you guys for watching. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to keep up with the series and the channel itself, and give a comment to keep up with your ride. But until next time, we are out. The first half of the season is now finally done, as we look toward the second half of the season and the chase for the Mountain Dew Race Series Cup. I will see you guys then. Stay tuned, and until next time, bye!
Boop.
Hey, look, Shawn, by accident.
Gimme.
It's not you.
Shit. I still want it anyways.
Bye-bye.
Boop.
Probably not, but I just want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas, and I hope you liked this video for today. I will see you guys next time, very soon, and thanks for watching this diecast video. I will see you guys later. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Bye! The lifetime way. Wow. How did I get up there? Oh, this is impossible. This is impossible. The Captain Rohan Ready Review. This is going to be a problem. And Brian Acosta. P200 in front of John Dillon up the hill. Justin Perry's on his back bumper. He's going to get wrecked. Oh, he gets pinned behind the 51. That's all it takes. John Dillon's going back to victory lane. This time the Mountain Race Series. John Dillon takes the Daytona 500.